graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
All right, chat. Sorry that we were late. We just did the Phillies game, and we just wrapped up our post-game show, and now we are ready to dive on into this Duke UConn game. So far, it's a 14-8 game between the both of these teams, and the winner is going to go on to the Final Four. And it's a 16-8 game now, as a 2-point shot was up and good. Duke is going to be playing, or Duke versus UConn. The winner is going to play against Illinois. We just learned today that Arizona is playing Michigan on April 4th. And so who is going to face Illinois is now the question. Will it be Duke or will it be UConn? 16-8 is the score. It's now a 16-10 game. Let's catch you up with what's going on right now. So for UConn, they got Caravan out there. It's Caravan, Else Caravan. You also got Terrace Reed out there as well. Braylon Mullins, and then it's Silas Demaris Jr. and Solo Ball as the 5 for the Huskies. And for Duke, it'll be Cam Boozer. It'll also be Sarr, Dame Sarr that is, and Isaiah Evans, Caden Boozer, and also Patrick Ngangba II. We are in a timeout, so let's catch you up with what has been going on so far in this game. So Sarr already has 5 points. He also is shooting 2 for 2 from the field. He does have an assist, and that is for Duke, who lead at 16-10. Duke in this game is shooting 2 for 3 from downtown. They've made 2 threes today. The Huskies have not made any. They are 0 for 3 from downtown. So far in the rebounding battle, it's also been 5-3. Duke has had the advantage there. 2 rebounds have gone to Cam Boozer, and he's been having himself a good day so far today. Cam also, in case you're wondering, does have 4 points. He's 2 for 5 from the field. Also has 2 assists and 1 rebound in this game, too. The other guy that's been going off, Caden Boozer, does have 4 points. He made 2 of his points at the foul line. Also has 2 rebounds, 1 steal, and 1 assist as well. The Huskies, their leading scorer has been Terrace Reed Jr. He has put up 8 of their first 10 points and is 3 for 5 shooting-wise from the field in this game, with 2 foul shots made and 2 rebounds provided and a block as well. The other guy that got the 2 points was Solo Ball. Just 1 for 2 he is from the field. So that is what's going on so far. 16-10. Winner plays Illinois in the Final Four. How's everybody doing down below? Make sure you guys comment. We are 20 subscribers away from getting to 9,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you again for being on here. Welcome. Make sure that you guys join on in to the Play-by-Play with JJ party as well. We do a lot of Phillies games. We cover primarily on this channel the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles in the Phillies sports department. However, we also do a lot of other content as well. We cover Major League Baseball. We've been doing March Madness. We did the World Baseball Classic and got to call 23 games, including early ones in the morning. We've been grinding. This is our season. This is our big push. We're really trying to make a huge push. And it's been an awesome month. We've been having the best time streaming, and it's been so much fun. But yeah, make sure that you guys join the community as well. How we doing? How many people are tuning on in? Make sure you come say hi to me. I always love it when people say hi to me in the chat. If you can't, obviously, don't feel like that you have to, but I love it when people say hi. We got 23 people watching. You guys are the best, man. 23 people on here. 16-10, Duke is up by 6 with 14:29 left to go. Again, it's Caravan out there for UConn. They also got Reed Jr., Mullins, Ross, and Smith. And both the Boozer brothers are out there for Duke. Sarr, Evans, and Ngangba are there as well. Right after the timeout, here's a three-point shot that's up and good by Cam Boozer. He knocks it down, and it's a 19-10 lead for Duke. Not the shot that he wanted right there. And now UConn will be going from left to right. It'll be Caravan, dumps it off over to Ball. Ball takes it over towards the near side. Jalen Stewart is out there, and Stewart is actually going to make a shot and make it now a 19-12 game. Was that Mullins? That was Braylon Mullins. Excuse me. Braylon Mullins, number 24, able to make that shot. Boozer to the outside. Gives it back over to his brother. Cam and Caden have a two-man game. Caden will pass it over to Ngangba for a straight-on three. That one won't fall. And there's a loose ball foul on the other side. It'll be a foul on UConn. DJ Gene is here. What's up, Gene? Good to see you on here, my guy. Very good to see you here. Yes, sir. Here's a catch-and-shoot three on the other side. That's up, and that one is in for Duke. And Cam Boozer, again, that was actually Caden who knocked down the shot, but still, nice shot there to make it 22-12. Duke leads it by 10. They've come firing out of the gates. Sure. Here's a handoff, and that goes all the way over to Caravan for UConn. The Huskies looking to attack again and cut it back to a single-digit lead for Duke. On the pivot step, it's Terrace Reed. Excellent footwork by him. Didn't even have to pick it up, or else it would have been a turnover, but he didn't pick it up regardless, and he just was absolutely able to get his 10th point of the game. He's been really good, and he's projected to be another big pick in this NBA draft coming on up. Boozer outside, wide open three-point shot, no good. Off the pass over to Dame Sarr as it hits the shot clock, and it'll be UConn basketball. The Huskies, let's talk a little bit more about them. So obviously Solo Ball has had himself a very good year, and Terrace Reed has been very dominant as well, leading the team in scoring with 14.5 points per game, just under 14.5, 14.3 to be exact. But he's been very strong, and he's had a very good year. They're a team that obviously is very well coached. They have some great talent, and Dan Hurley has to be very happy with how they have done so far this season. So UConn has made their last 4 field goal attempts. Can they make it 5? Yes, they do. It was another nice play over to the big man down low, Reed. He is just on fire and can't be stopped. 12 of the 16 points for the Huskies have gone to that man in the lane. The Blue Devils are going to try to score again here. A handoff that goes to Sarr. He lost control of the basketball, and it goes out of bounds over towards the near baseline. And 12 minutes left to go in this first half, and we take a break. When we come back, though, is UConn going to cut it close, or is Duke going to try to fuel the gas tank? We'll see. All right, let's go, chat. What's up, Scott? Good to see you. Always good to see you, man. Thanks for the call. I really appreciate you, my guy. Yes, sir. 22-16 is the score. 12 minutes left to go in the first half of play. We are 20 subscribers away from getting to 9,000 subscribers, chat. 20 subscribers from 9K. Unbelievable. Please spread the word. Please tell other people that we do March Madness, that we do Major League Baseball, and the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles, and all that jazz. Spread that word. It would really mean a lot to me. I want to try to get more people into play-by-play, like Scott. That's a really cool story. That really just warms my heart, man. It does. And I want to get more people that are just unfortunate and can't tune on into games or just want a home, you know? I feel like everybody should have a right to, you know, come on into a stream, feel like that they're having a good time, and feel welcomed. That's how I feel. 22-16 is the score, with 12 minutes left to go in the first half of play. So the big storyline for this game, as far as UConn goes, they have not been able to get a lot of rebounds. It's just been the Terrace Reed Jr. show. But other than that, they are not efficient. They're not hitting threes. And Duke has been providing much better ball handling execution in this game in particular. Blame the pitch and not the bats. I didn't even see that comment. I disagree with that. I disagree. I say that Zeus had a bad day, but I disagree with that take. I just do. The offense only gave you 2 home runs in the first game, and they haven't driven, like, they only put up, like, 5 runs in 2 games. And they were getting shut out through 8 innings throughout most of that time. They haven't put up any runs in the first to 5, the first to the 5th inning. So that's where my frustration lies. 22-16, Duke leads it by 6 with 12 minutes to go in the first half of play. In the last game, Alex Caravan for the Huskies did have 17 points, and Terrace Reed Jr. had 20, and they were going off. Also put up a combined 12 rebounds in that game, 12 of the total 30 rebounds that UConn had. We'll see what they drew up out of the timeout, Duke, that is. And the shot's up, and it's no good. And it's going to go on out of bounds. So Duke was on defense. Braylon Mullins misfired the tray. And it'll be Duke basketball. The Blue Devils, they did win against St. John's. 80-75 was the final score of that game. And Cam Boozer and Isaiah Evans were very much so on fire. 22-16, Caden and Cam combined have scored 14 points for Duke. The rest of the team has only put up just 8. There's a dribble handoff, and that goes all the way to Caleb Foster. Foster at the top of the key gives it back over to Isaiah Evans. Evans, baseline, Jay, connects. Love that. 24-16 with 11:20 to go. Line drive shot by Evans, and he knocks it down. 9 for 15 Duke is from the field today, and the Huskies are 7 for 13. Another catch-and-shoot 3 is up, and that's off the mark, too. They have been shivering ice cold from downtown. So after Evans makes a baseline J, Braylon Mullins misfires yet another 3, and he is 1 for 3 in this game. On the attack for Duke is Kamenia, and he will be fouled by Jalen Stewart on the attack over to the basket. So 10 minutes and 57 seconds to go in this first half of play. It's an 8-point lead for Duke, 24-16. And the foul was called on the floor. Evans will get the inbound pass. He steps back, fires up the tray, and he misfires it that time. It's volleyballed and back into the hands of Caleb Foster, but then he lost control of it. But for his sake, thank goodness, because it was last touched by UConn as the ball did go on out of bounds. Duke will get the inbound pass here. It's over to Boozer. Boozer swings it to the outside. And it's Evans on the attack again, going down the lane. Has to hand it off and give it over to Malik Brown. And Brown was supposed to find Kamenia. Kamenia was cut into the basket. He had to sort of throw it behind one defender down low on the baseline, and the ball ended up going on out of bounds. Miscommunication there, and a turnover made by the Blue Devils. That's just their second of the day. 10.5 minutes left to go in this first half. UConn has made 5 of their last 7 field goals today. Here's Caravan looking to hand it off and give it back over to Stewart. And Stewart lost the ball, and it'll be Duke ball as they get it back. Boozer down the lane, turns around, hits a jumper, and he is on fire. 10-point lead for the Blue Devils. Just a nice little turnaround jumper again. Another guy that just has incredible footwork. Here's a catch and shoot trifecta by Malachi Smith. Not the first time. On the second try, it's a charm. First one, he missed it from beyond the arc. It was straight on. And then there was an offensive rebound. And he was able to knock it down on the second try thanks to Jalen Stewart's attempt over on the glass. Boozer looking to be aggressive, gets the ball deflected. It goes on out of bounds, and it goes off of his right knee. So incredible defense, strong defense made by, it was Caravan, who just swiped the ball out over on his knee, and the ball goes on out of bounds. 3 turnovers for Duke over their last 5 possessions. That's not what they want. UConn looking to try to get momentum on that. It's Silas DeMary Jr. who's now out there, and he cuts over to the basket off the beautiful feed. And it's now a 5-point lead for Duke. What a pass by Eric Raby, who is out there, only played 7 minutes in his last game, didn't get any shots up, and only had 1 assist. Boozer looking to pass it towards the outside. They swing it around to Foster. One more for a 3 by Darren Harris, and he can't get it to go. UConn is down by 5. Mishandled the basketball. Terrible play there by Silas DeMary Jr. And on the fast break, making the layup is Kamenia for the Blue Devils. Caden Boozer got the steal. DeMary Jr. just dribbled it off of his right knee, and Kamenia was able to solo it. It's a 7-point lead for Duke. At the top of the key again, driving it inside is DeMary Jr. DeMary takes it back to the outside. He'll pass it off to Caravan, who catches and airballs a 3, and it'll go on out of bounds. 28-21, Duke in the driver's seat to start off this game. Just careless mistakes, and Duke able to capitalize, and momentum might be back on their side again. All teams still have 4 timeouts left. So on the court, it's Foster, Caden Boozer, Cam Boozer, Kamenia, and Ngangba, the second for Duke. And that is their lineup that they have right now. And the shot's up on the beautiful post-up made by Patrick Ngangba. And that will give Duke a 9-point lead. DeMary Jr. looking to attack, initiate some contact, but he will have to pass it over to Solo Ball. His 3-point shot will not go. Offensive rebound by Jalen Stewart, and Stewart will feed the big man again. Stewart to Reed Jr. Shots up, and it's blocked. Oh, what a block there provided by Duke. Terrace Reed missed the 8-foot jumper. Cam Boozer got the block, and then they were looking to attack on the other side, and they weren't able to get the shot to go. But there will be another timeout in the action. The foul was on Jalen Stewart, and we have a TV timeout with 7:29 left to go. We'll take a quick step off. Don't go anywhere. All right, let's go. All right, 20 more subs until we get to 9,000 subscribers, chat. 30-21. Blue Devils lead it by 9. Dame Sarr's going to sub on in, and he will be replacing Caleb Foster. Jalen Stewart's also going to sub on out, and Braylon Mullins will come on in for UConn. First foul shot's good. It's by Caden Boozer, who just got fouled before the timeout was taken. Foul shot number 2 by Boozer. Bingo.
Excellent.
Hello, JJ. Cooking up some hot wings for dinner, eating the last of my chametz. Ooh, sounds good. It's going to be that time. 32-21. 7:20 left to go in this first half of play. Reed with a pass, and that was a terrible read by him. It's stolen and deflected by Duke. So they get the steal. Boozer on the outside gives it back over to Caden, who's at the top of the key. A bounce pass over to Cam. Cam looking to posterize his defender, and he'll have to pass it towards the outside. Boozer at the top of the key again. Caden, that is, looking to hand it off, and it goes back over to Evans. And we have a foul that'll be called. It was Nicholas Kamenia who was on the attack, and we have a whistle called. Silas DeMary Jr. got the block, and it'll still be Duke basketball. Kamenia will have to inbound it from the right baseline, and he will. He'll give it over to Ngangba. Patrick Ngangba II, only 3 points in his last game. Boozer to the outside, and a catch-and-shoot 3 by Sarr, right on the money. Dame Sarr knocks down a line drive from the left corner, and Duke takes a 14-point lead with 6.5 minutes remaining in this first half. That's their largest lead that they've had today, and it comes at a good time. Braylon Mullins has been struggling. We'll pass it over to Reed again. Boozer denies him and gets his 3rd block of the game. Cam Boozer trying to bulldoze over a UConn player, and he ends up getting a nice swat there. And it's a 14-point game still for Duke. Boozer's going to have to guard the inbound over on the baseline. And not successful that time on the shots was Mullins. Tried to sneak his way through, and then we had a whistle called. Brown got the defensive rebound as the foul was called on Terrace Reed Jr. Solo Ball is going to sub on out for UConn, and Jaden Ross will be his replacement for the Huskies. A 9-0 run by the Blue Devils. 6:13 left to go. Cam Boozer looked to distribute it towards the outside, and the intended receiver was Caden, but the ball was deflected, and it goes out of bounds. All right. Andrew's here. What's up, Andrew? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Little fist bump to you, my guy. Shout out to Andrew. 35-21. 14-point lead for the Blue Devils. Boozer at the line. Foul shot number 1. It's good. And it goes down the drain. It's now a 9-0 run by the Blue Devils over these last 2.5 minutes of play. Cameron Boozer looks to try to go 2 for 2. Not that time. Rebounded by the Huskies. Mullins with 2 personal fouls, by the way. DeMary Jr. is going to hand it off and give it over to Jaden Ross, who just came on in not too long ago. Ross with another handoff, and that's supposed to go over to Braylon Mullins. Mullins is in traffic, nearly had a bad pass. Gives it over to Reed. Reed inside. No. On the putback, that's no good either. DeMary Jr. was way off balance, and Duke has possession of the ball once again. Caden with a pass, and it goes over to Cam. Caden looking to try to be a screener here. We'll see if this works. Can Cam beat his man to the cup? That's Reed. No, he gets it denied. Still retains his dribble. He's underneath the basket, and he puts up a shot, and there's a foul called on Reed again. Is that going to go on Malik Brown, actually? No, it is going to go on Reed. It will go on Reed. Doing well. I couldn't be happier that my Dodgers start the season off 3-0. Yeah, they've been destroying the Arizona Diamondbacks. They've been doing very, very well. So they're on a roll, and that is definitely good to see. Who's your basketball team, Andrew? Who's the basketball team that you root for? And what about football? Foul shot number 1. That's up, and it's good to make it 37-21. 5 minutes and 27 seconds left remaining. 2 fouls now on Terrace Reed Jr. And he leaves and goes over to the sideline with 12 points. Boozer outplaying him with 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And make it now 12 points on that second foul shot attempt.
Excellent.
Duke up by 17. UConn, they were shooting the ball well, and over their last 4 minutes have come up empty. And another 2 is Britt. That's Braylon Mullins once again. Lakers for basketball and the Raiders for football. Ooh, that's right. All right. Here is Boozer. Caden, that is. Looking to hand it off over to Cam towards the left side of the lane. And we have a foul called. It'll be on Damari Jr. You're a Lakers fan for basketball. So, how do you feel about your Lakers? I want to hear about you. How do you feel about the Lakers? How are you feeling about Luka, Reeves, and Braun? You think that they have a shot or no? 5:01 left to go in the first half. Free throw number 1 is up, and it's good. That'll increase the lead to 18 for the Blue Devils. We got NBA playoffs coming on up too. Not too far ahead. Cam is 13, 4, and 2 in this game. And Cam continues to have the Midas touch at the line. Both foul shots are good.
Excellent.
40-21 with about less than 5 minutes to go. It's a 14-0 run by Duke. And UConn trying to wake up out of a coma. Smith on the outside. Takes it towards the left side of the wing at the perimeter. Calls for a screen. Now gets a defensive switch. And he tries to pass the ball. And it goes on out of bounds. Deflected and last touched by a Blue Devil. Did Andrew leave? Dang it. I wanted to see Andrew. So Eric Raby is going to come on out for UConn. And Terrace Reed Jr. will sub on in his replacement. Malachi Brown will also come on out for Duke. And Patrick Ngangba II will enter back on in. Here comes Smith down the lane, through traffic, 2 is up, and a shot clock violation is going to be called. Thought that there was contact. I didn't see that there was a signal for a foul, but that is a turnover again. And that's now the 4th turnover for the Huskies as Reed heads back on over to the bench. Oh, there you are. Good. I thought that you left for a second. Sorry about that. Boozer over at the top of the perimeter. Dribbles with the left hand. Takes it down towards the left side of the lane. And it's denied. What an excellent block that was that time by Eric Raby. Raby with a handoff. And he hands it off over to Solo Ball, who goes downhill. And Bull hits traffic. He hits a wall. And he'll have to go to the line and earn his stripes the old-fashioned way. Look at that block by... That block, dude, was absolutely incredible. I say that great defense leads to good offense. Sometimes great defense leads to easy offense. But Ball is at the line. Had 12 points in his last game. Just 2 in this one so far. Here in the Elite Eight. The free throw, the first one will go to make it 40-22. Comendia is going to come on out. And coming back on in for Duke, it'll be Isaiah Evans. Ball for his second foul shot. They're hot right now.
Excellent.
But I don't like that we're winning all these games now because I know the Lakers, they're going to run out of gas. Just hopefully not running out of gas during the playoffs. I hear you. Do you trust J.J. Redick? Here's a shot that's up and it's good by Boozer. Got it right down the lane, laid it up and laid it on in. And it's now a 19-point lead for the Blue Devils. Caden Boozer, averaging 7.5 points per game this season, has already put up 11. So he's been on fire. Downhill, good ball movement again by the Huskies, and a shot up down the lane, and up and in goes the basket from Malachi Smith. Man. Here we go. It's a 42-25 game. Boozer on the drive, looks to attack, and finishes with the right hand. 44-25. Caden Boozer has been having the Midas touch so far in this game. 13 points for him. He has been perfect from the field, making all 4 of his shots. A catch-and-shoot 3. That's way too strong, and UConn can't capitalize. Caleb Foster misfires the tray. Duke looking to attack. Cam Boozer passing down 2 defenders, puts up a shot. No. Offensive rebound. The ball's deflected, though, off the pass by Patrick Ngongwa the second, and it'll go on out of bounds. And we have another timeout taken with 2:54 left to go. It's been all Duke so far in this game, just dominating the Huskies, and we have a timeout taken. Less than 3 minutes to be played in this first half. It's a 19-point lead for Duke. I know you're all Philadelphia, Phillies, Eagles, Sixers. Did you grow up in Philadelphia? I'm from the South Jersey area, so I'm like outside of Philly, like in the Cherry Hill area. I don't know if you're familiar with South Jersey, but it's like not that far. It's about like 20 minutes away from Camden, I want to say. But yeah, it's the Camden County area, so that's where I am. This game has not been close so far. Duke has just played really well. They really have. So we have an official TV timeout taken. And again, folks, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We're on for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football, as we say all the time. But we are covering March Madness. Wanted to step a little bit out of our comfort zone. Still learning, of course, about the college basketball landscape and who is playing, and just learning about the game, and it's fun. It's really a lot of fun. I definitely can see that, again, like we haven't been perfect throughout this whole tournament with getting the names locked down because, again, like I wanted to throw myself into the fire and just, like, see what I had. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's been fun. Like, I've been really having a blast stepping out of the comfort zone, learning about new players, and also just I don't know, I'm having a good time. I love calling games. I love having a good community on here. I care about the quality of people that are in my chat, and I have fun. I really do. I'm very lucky that I'm able to do this. If I'm mispronouncing a name, please correct me if I'm wrong. Again, if this was like for a national network, or if I was doing this for like a traditional broadcast, of course, like I wouldn't be streaming as much, and I would be spending more time making the spotting charts. I'd be doing, more interviews with the players and the coaches, and making sure that we get the storylines out there for all the traditional stuff. Absolutely, but this is just us sort of stepping on into the batting cage and just getting reps that way, without any sort of without as much preparation as we would usually do for a traditional broadcast. Okay, yeah, I'm not familiar, sorry. But yeah, it's about like it's about like 25 minutes away from Philly. It's not that far. So, but yeah. The cool thing about Philly, I don't know how it is in LA, but the really nice thing about the Philly when it comes to the sports is that we have a mecca. And what do I mean by mecca? Well, the Lincoln Financial Field, that's where the Eagles play. It's like right across the street from Citizens Bank Park, which is where the Phillies play. And then like right down, not even, I mean like maybe a couple of blocks, but like the Sixers play and the Flyers play at the Xfinity Mobile Arena. It's all like within walking distance, which is so cool. I know that for other cities it's not that way, But I think that that's really awesome, that it's all just super convenient. You can just walk there. And you see people that, will like go to a Phillies game, and then if there's a Sixers game at night, you can just walk on over there, and it's pretty cool. 44-25 with 2:45 left to go in this first quarter of play. Looks like Boozer. Hidden Boozer got hit right in the face. Oof, didn't even see that. So Cam Boozer did turn the ball over. Bad pass made by him. And the Huskies will have the ball. Caravan, Ball, Ross, Raby, and Smith are out there for the Huskies. And on the attack for UConn and getting fouled with 2:30 left to go. Let's look at the replay here. That was Alex Caravan. He will inbound the ball over on the left side of the baseline and give it over to Jaden Ross, who's at the top of the key. 10 seconds left on the shot clock here. Ross downhill over the ball. Ball's floater, not good at all. Duke looking to take advantage. And here's Isaiah for a three-point shot. He misfires it. He got set a little bit too early and rushed the play. And the Huskies grab yet another board. Smith passes it over towards the left to Caravan. Caravan back to Smith on a handoff for a three. And it's, again, off the iron. And Duke corrals another rebound. They lead it by 19 points with just less than 2 minutes to go in this first half of play. Caleb Foster will provide a bounce pass to Ngangba, who's at the top of the key. They give it over to the nail. That's where Cam Boozer is. And now he's on the foul line extended. Boozer, inside, outside. Over to Dame Sarr, who runs down the lane, tries to part the Red Sea, but he's fouled from behind. There were about 2.5 seconds left to go on the shot clock there. That was a really good play call. Very creative, very fancy, and Dame Sarr is going to head to the stripe to earn his stripes. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Los Angeles teams are all spread around. Yeah, but, like, that's the cool thing about Philly. But you guys have nice weather, But especially in the cold weather, it's really nice that they're just, like, very close by. It's very convenient that way. But, like, yeah, how far is, like, SoFi compared to Dodger Stadium? Is that, like, do you have to take the subway for that? Is that how it works? 44-25. The free throw was Britt by Dame Sarr, so he ends up coming up empty. It's a 19-point lead for Duke. At the top of the key again, operating is Smith. Malachi with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Looks to bounce pass it over to Reed, who's been very cold. Smith gets it on the outside again. Duke's zone defense has been spectacular today. Smith goes up for a floater, and he got it to go. They will count it. It's a 17-point lead. Malachi Smith just elbowed his defender, got him right to the ground. But he does have 7 points, and he's 3 for 6. 53.5 seconds left to go, and we're going to have another timeout taken. 17-point lead for the Blue Devils. 20 more subs until we get to 9,000 subscribers. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. I know that we got a quiet chat today, but for those of you tuning on in, welcome aboard. Feel free to comment down below. Feel free to get active. And hopefully you guys are having yourselves a great day so far. Let's go. What did this say? I'm looking at this post over on Twitter. First time since 2015, the Phillies failed to record 20 hits in their first 3 games, from Tucker Bagley. Tucker Bagley, let's follow him. That's cool. I mean, that stat's not cool, but that's cool that he's, it's cool that he's on Twitter. Man, daylight is still here. It's 5:55 p.m. Eastern Time over on the East Coast. Tomorrow we got the Phillies. That game will be at 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. We will be on... Yes, it's 6:40, right? It is 6:40. The game is in Philadelphia. It's not in Washington, I don't think. No, it's in Philly. So we'll be doing that game. Taijuan Walker is going to pitch tomorrow? Huh. Taijuan Walker is pitching tomorrow for the Phillies. Well, we'll still do that game. We'll still do it. And then Tuesday's the 31st. Andrew Painter is pitching on Tuesday. Okay. So then we'll do Tuesday's game. And then Wednesday we're off because it's Passover. Not doing any games during the day. So we will miss Christopher Sanchez on the mound against Cade Cavalli. Thursday, we got a doubleheader. We are going to be doing the Twins game. The Twins play the Royals that day. And then we got the Braves, Diamondbacks, Mets, Giants that night. So I think that we're going to do Mets versus Giants. We actually might just do both. We might just do a diamond zone thing and just switch off between both teams. I think that that's how it's going to work. So we'll do like our very first like dual cast, and I guess we'll call it Diamond Zone. We could actually literally just switch the 3Ds just for those two games. It's about a half hour from SoFi and Dodger Stadium and 9 minutes from Crypto Arena and Dodger Stadium. Interesting. Okay. That's good to know. That's interesting. All right, 53.3 seconds left to go in this first half of play. That means that our next Sixers game is going to be on Friday. So we won't do the Phillies on Friday. Oh, yes, we will. We will be able to do the Phillies, and then we'll do the Sixers afterwards. So that's just going to be a back-to-back on Friday. And then Saturday, Phillies are on at night. They play at 8:10 against the Rockies. So we'll be able to do that game too. I got to work out the schedule. That's something that I got to do later today. I do. All right, it's a 44-27 game. This will be an official review and show what happened. I apologize. So now we just have to wait to see what this official review is. Feels weird not having anybody in the chat. There we go. The foreign fixer is here. He says, Duke boys, what's going on, man? Good to see you. 44-27, 53.3 seconds left to go. Guys, we are 20 subscribers away from 9,000 subscribers. It's been unbelievable. We go on for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, Eagles football. We're covering March Madness. We also are doing NBA playoffs, and we do a lot of Major League Baseball content on this channel. So if you're not even just a Phillies fan, if you love other teams, I'm telling you, check us out for our play-by-play calls that we do because they are awesome. Here's a handoff, and that's going to go all the way over to Braylon Mullins, who swings it around the timeline. Mullins back at the top of the key, hands it off again over to Smith. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Smith downhill, floater, up and good. Nice shots made for UConn as they were able to get it. It was Eric Raby who knocked down the 2. 15 seconds left to go in this first half, and the shot clock is unplugged. With the ball at the top of the logo is Caleb Foster. He's being heavily guarded by Malachi Smith. Foster will hand it off to Ngangba. There's 2 seconds left. Ngangba, desperation 3, no. And we're going to go into halftime. Duke has a 15-point lead against UConn. Good. 44-29. Blue Devils up. And they are on top right now. All right. So let's talk. Let us talk right now about this game. There we go. So Boozer so far, 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 blocks for him. All right. So from what we've been able to see, again, we started off a little bit late because we were coming back doing the Phillies game. So we had to get off and we had to just make a very quick turnaround. But from what we've seen in this game so far, Duke has just really put on a clinic against these Huskies. They really have. They've been outscoring them. They've been beating them almost in every single department, chat. They've done a very good job with their threes, Duke. UConn has only made 1. Duke's defense has been very special today. You've seen a lot of really good play from guys like Malik Brown. You've seen some great blocks by Cam Boozer off of Reed. He is all over the place. Cameron Boozer is owning that matchup in this game so far. 2 blocks for him. And, you know, like, the funny part about this game is that Terrace Reed Jr. scored 8 of the first 10 points that UConn put up. And ever since then, he's been just silenced by Duke's defense. And that's because Boozer has been owning that matchup more. He's been staying on him. And when Reed tries to post him up, Boozer's been really standing his ground. But also, they're trapping a little bit earlier with the ball handler and trying to get the ball out of not just Boozer's hands, but not just Reed's hands, but they're also doing a good job guarding solo ball. Ball has really not touched the ball a lot in that first half. He didn't really get a lot of touches at all. And I feel like that's been messing up UConn's offense. Alex Caravan is scoreless in this game and hasn't put up any points at all whatsoever. He is 0 for 5 from the field. He missed 3 threes. 2 of them were wide open. And even though he's been doing fine on the defensive side of the ball, it's just not enough when 3 of your starters have 2 points or under. That's really not going to do it. Malachi Smith has been really good off the bench, and I do have to say that Dan Hurley has done a good job getting him active and feeding him more minutes. Is he going to keep up with that in the second half? That part, I don't necessarily know. I do have to change the scoreboard here. I thought that I changed that. I guess not. So I'll have to do that really quickly. I apologize about that. What score is that? Is that this one? That's this one. Got you. Okay. There we go. That's better. Yes. But overall, just a very good defensive outing from Duke. They've shown why that they are the better team today so far and have just played a very physical brand of basketball that UConn just has not been able to snap out of. I thought that they really poured the gas on towards the second part of that first half. And it wasn't just Cam Boozer. Caden Boozer started to get shots off, and he got some space down the lane. And he actually sort of picked up tempo a lot of the times when he was out in transition. Just had some really good plays. Dame Sarr, also underrated player in this game, but he's been knocking down threes too. And that's because of the excellent ball movement that the Blue Devils have had. I feel like that UConn in this game hasn't been able to stop the passing lanes and clog them up. And that's because Duke is getting a lot of speed when they're running their offense. They're getting into their half-court sets. They are getting into their rhythm. And the ball movement has been very, very strong. And they've also made some tough shots, too. Even when UConn has played well on defense, Duke had a couple of really nice baskets. There was one that Eric Raby just had not too long ago where he had a body on him in the lane, and the shot was contested. It was just a little bit slightly late. But even if it's just a little bit slightly late, because, again, these guys are professionals, Raby made the shot. He did. The rebounding has been one-sided. Duke has gotten the extra possessions. UConn has not been able to box out and feed off the glass. Also, Duke has been doing a great job tipping the basketball. Cam Boozer, something that's underrated about his game that I've noticed just from watching March Madness is that not only is he good at corralling misses, but the way that he is just able to tip it out to his teammates kind of reminds me a little bit of Nico Batum in a sense, because when you think about Batum and his IQ, like, he is just so good at flicking that basketball and getting it over to his teammates. Like, that really is an art, and he practices it so much and is just so gifted at that. And I feel like Cam Boozer is sort of in that same realm too, where he understands where he has to catch the rebound and when he has to tip it out to a teammate. That's something that, not to get off topic, but I wanted Joel Embiid to get better at that for years, and he has gotten better at it. But I bring that up because overall in this game, just to tie it back on into this Duke game, I think that that's why that they are dominating. That's one of the main reasons why that they are dominating in this one. And Caden has been making some very good passes too. Caden's been making some good plays. He's getting some nice transition plays too. I feel like that Duke has just overall done a very good job just playing in the half-court sets on both offense and defense. They're getting back in transition and just moving the basketball around very well from an overall perspective. I always love learning more about the game, and I'd like to get more into technical sides of this for sure, because there's a lot to learn about the game of basketball, and it's a very interesting sport when you think about tactics and when you think about strategy. But just, again, from the eye test, as from what I've seen, just to call it fair, it's been a good game. But Duke has just been able to outlast them because they're getting those rebounds. And why are they getting those rebounds? They're getting into positions to succeed, and they're boxing out down low and making sure that these players that they're guarding are just not jumping up over them. It's really the trick. So, all right. So it's a 44-29 lead for the Blue Devils at halftime. Again, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell icons too. JJ said a couple streams ago, I wanted to send you Philly stuff. You said a couple of streams ago, I wanted to send you Philly stuff. Yes, let's go. Let's go. If you guys do want to send anything to the P.O. Box, I'm going to post the address down low so that way you guys can see it. Again, all you have to do for future reference is type in ! P.O. Box, and then it pops on up. If you guys want to ever call on in, not as we are calling this game, but whenever we do post-game shows, you can definitely text the JJ hotline or call the JJ hotline or leave a voicemail at any time by dialing this phone number right here. And then if you want to reach out to me via email, the command is ! Email, and you can email jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. It should pop up. There it is. Voila. But yeah, it's been a good game. I mean, I feel like the people have said, well, this really isn't a close game at all. But sometimes, again, like when you just think about the strategy that goes on into playing basketball, and you think about just the X's and the O's, and again, we don't know the play calls. We can only go based off of things that we see. And it just seems like that Duke has been obviously able to execute their plays much better than UConn has. But I feel like UConn has been really struggling with their, not just with their execution, but I want to say more so with the strategy. There were also a couple of really bad turnovers that you just have to sort of scratch your head if you're the Huskies and say to yourself, how did that happen? So, like, when it was Malachi Smith who had the ball, right, he crossed on over, and so he crossed over, and then he dribbled the ball on his left foot. You know, he got it into his own head, made a mistake there, and then turned it over, and then all of a sudden, fast break, here comes Here comes Duke, and they're going to be able to capitalize off of that. So even those like little mistakes that aren't even just from a technical perspective, like you can see that, So talk about Caravan and Mulligan's being complete no-shows, says Champy. Yeah, it's been frustrating. It's been frustrating. Alex Caravan, a guy that really did well in his last game, defensively and offensively, got to his spots, shot the ball very well from three, and also just had a very good day against the Michigan Wolverines. He hasn't been so good at all. He's been terrible in this game. And I feel like, again, part of that has to be because of the credit of how Duke has been playing him. They've been sort of not isolating him, but they've been what's the right word? Is icing the right word? Please let me know down below, chat. They've been really blitzing him, is what I'm saying. They've been blitzing him a lot more, and he hasn't been able to fight through that adversity. And it's been a frustrating day for him. And as far as Mulligan's Braylon Mullins goes, yeah, he's when in the last game he didn't play well. He didn't have a good game in his last game, but even still, like we've seen him at times this year, at least from like what I've been able to see. We've seen him put up 17 points against UCLA. We've seen him get to his spots. We've seen him drive it over to the cup. And Duke has just not been able to, Duke has not allowed him to score because of their bigs, down low. But at the same time, the three ball's not falling, the two shots not falling, and they're hoping that he can snap out of it. And we'll see. We'll see. But I feel like in the second half, if UConn wants to come out on top in this game, first and foremost, they're going to have to do a good job with their shot selection. They're going to have to make more threes. They are also, in this game, at least in my opinion, they're going to have to really do a good job out in transition. I take back my 3-point statement right now because now I'm contradicting myself. I feel like in this game, because they have been really cold from three, they need to have more set plays, and they need to try to make more crisp passes. We've seen Duke cause them to be out of sorts. They've been a little bit over the place. And they have to take care of the basketball. That's the bottom line. They got to take care of the basketball. The shots will fall, but they got to try to find ways to get down that lane. And then hopefully the three ball will fall. That's pretty much all I got. Champy, thanks so much for tuning on in. I'm not surprised Duke is winning. I'm surprised it's by so much, says Lou. Yeah, I still feel like this can be a game. I do. I still feel like that this can be a game. We've seen a lot of times this year in March Madness that if a team has a 15-point lead at halftime, we've seen a lot of times that they're just able to come out on top, of course. But I still feel like the Huskies have a chance. They're going to have to get off to a hot start in the second half and get a run going because they are desperate for a run. If Duke comes out firing out of the gates, I'll say this right now, it's GG. They go on a 10-0 run, it's going to be really tough to stop Duke. And that's the truth. All right, let's take a look at some of the other games that we have going on. So, obviously, only one other game today on the March Madness side of things. Michigan, they did win against Tennessee. 95-62 was the score of that game. Michigan is going to play Arizona in the Final Four. That game will be on April 4th. I don't know yet if we'll be able to call it. I think we might be able to do it. But that should be interesting. And then Illinois will be playing the winner of Duke versus UConn. As far as things go on the women's side of things, let's talk about that. UConn did win against Notre Dame 70-52. And then UCLA won against Duke 70-58 was the final score of that game. So they are moving on to the Final Four, UConn and UCLA on the women's side of things. In the NBA, okay, here are the scores right now. The Pacers lead at 79-75 at halftime against the Heat. That is such a high-scoring game. It's ridiculous. The Brooklyn Nets lead it by 4 against the Sacramento Kings in the first quarter of that game with 8:17 to go. The Boston Celtics lead it by 1 against the Charlotte Hornets. There's 7 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the first quarter of that. Magic and Raptors still early in that game, too. 9-4 Orlando. Wizards and Blazers just got started about a couple of minutes ago. It's a 4-0 Trailblazers lead that they have tonight. You got the Rockets playing against the Pelicans at the Smoothie King Center. And it'll be Kevin Durant going up against Trey Murphy III. At 7:30, the Knicks play against the Thunder. And at 10 o'clock, you got Golden State Warriors taking on the Denver Nuggets. That'll be at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And then the LA Clippers they actually won today against the Milwaukee Bucks. 127-113 was the score of that game. In the National Hockey League, let's talk about that. The Predators lead at 1-0 against the Tampa Bay Lightning in the second period of that game. Kemmel got his first goal of the season for Nashville. The Canadiens and the Hurricanes, they are tied 1-1 in the second period over in Carolina. The Bruins are getting shut out 3-0 versus the Columbus Blue Jackets in the second period with 12 minutes and 38 seconds to go in that period. And then we got the Blackhawks playing the Devils tonight at 7. The Stars playing the Flyers at 7. And then the New York Rangers won 3-1 against the Florida Panthers. And finally, in Major League Baseball. So here are today's final scores. There's one game that's still left to be played. Royals beat the Braves 4-1. The Orioles won 8-6. What an effort they showed against the Minnesota Twins. The Texas Rangers beat the Philadelphia Phillies 8-3. And then the Toronto Blue Jays actually came out victorious against the Athletics and swept the Athletics 5-2. Cincinnati won against Boston 3-2 as they take the series out at Great American Ballpark. And then the Marlins won 4-3 against the Rockies. The Pirates did come out on top today against the New York Mets. 4-3 was the final score of that game. Astros won 9-7 against the Angels. The Brewers beat the White Sox 9-7 was the final score of that game. And then the Rays, how about them? 11 runs on 17 hits, and they beat the St. Louis Cardinals 11-7. Cubs did lose to the Nationals. Final score of that game was 6-3. Irvin got the win. Imanaga got the loss, and Beater ended up getting the save. And later tonight at 7:20, we got Guardians versus Mariners. That game will be on just Peacock. It'll be at 7:20 p.m. Eastern Time. And we will not be covering that game, unfortunately. So, but yeah, those are your scores around the Big Four in the U.S. Duke does lead at 44-29 against UConn. Yes. All right. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in just a few moments. I will see you very, very soon. we are now 20 subscribers away from getting to 9,000 subs. Thank you all so much again for tuning on in. My name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play by Play with JJ. Again, I really appreciate you guys very, very much for being on here. Putting in a lot of hours, man. And it's been a lot of fun. I've been very appreciative of the time that we've been able to spend together. But yes, 44-29 is the score. Blue Devils up by 15 against the Huskies. Huskies are 32-5 on the season. Duke is 35-2. And this is the East Region Elite Eight going on here on Play by Play with JJ. All right, so we are ready to start off the second half of this game. Huskies will have the ball first and go from left to right in their dark blue and white uniforms. On the court, it'll be Caravan, Reed Jr., Mullins, DeMary Jr., and Ball. And for Duke, who's going from right to left, as Reed gets the ball over to the outside, DeMary Jr. for three, won't go. The rebound is going to go to Duke. And out there for them, it's Brown, Cam Boozer, Saar, Evans, and Caden Boozer that are out there for the Blue Devils. Caden gets it at the top of the key, gives it over to Cam again, who drives it down the lane towards the left side. It's denied by Reed. A fight for the ball on the ground. Boozer gets over to it, and we will have a Duke possession. They don't do jump balls. I don't know why I keep forgetting about that. So Boozer had very good possession of that ball, and he secured it. 19:14 left to go in this second half of play. It's a 15-point lead for the Blue Devils. Caden will inbound it over to Cam, and Cam draws the pump fake, puts it up, and lays it on in. 46-29 with a minute being played in this second half. And Cam picking up right where he left off. We have a turnover on UConn. Looked like the ball ended up going on out of bounds. See again here. Oh, Reed got held. So that is a foul. That was a foul on Malik Brown for holding Reed. Inbound pass for UConn goes over to Mullins, and a three by Caravan won't go. Reed Jr. with the offensive rebound and the Midas touch. And that'll help UConn decrease their deficit to 15 points. Let's go. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Cam goes downhill like a locomotive, puts it up, and puts it on in as well. But they will call. Are they going to call offensive foul? No. Punched in his left elbow there. And they will call offensive foul on Boozer. I don't really know about that. His feet. I don't think that they were set. Huskies are going to have Reed Jr. again. Handed off over to DeMary Jr. DeMary Jr. looked to pass it, and we had another foul that was called. So we're in the second half of this game. It's a 15-point lead for the Blue Devils. That's the third personal foul on Brown, by the way. Chat. Hall's going to inbound it, and he gives it back towards the left side. And it'll be over to Silas DeMary Jr. And hands it off, and a shot's up, and that goes in and out. UConn just not able to attack. They've been struggling all day. Boozer down the lane. Left-handed layup. No. The ball goes on out of bounds. And it's last touched by the Huskies. So that's 3 fouls on Duke so far. 2 shots. And we have 1 foul that was called against the Huskies. That was this one right now. Caden at the line. Foul shot number 1. It trickles on it. Foul was on Solo Ball. Caden has doubled has doubled the amount of points that he has averaged this season. Here's foul shot number 2. That will go down too.
Excellent.
It is a 48-31 ball game. UConn has made all 4 of their free throws. Duke has left 3 points on the board at the line, but they've made 11. Down the lane, going to the baseline, and connecting on the baseline J for UConn, and knocking it down for them was Mullins. Braylon Mullins able to hit a big time too. Carlos Boozer, or Cam Boozer, excuse me, is going to try to lob it inside. That was my bad. Oh, I got to laugh it off. Figured that was going to happen one of these days, and of course it happened today. We played 3 minutes into this second half so far. Caravan with a handoff over to Damari Jr., and we have a whistle called. Patrick Ngangba II, they say that he just made an alley-oop dunk for Duke. Did we miss that? 7:02 left to go. 17:02 left to go in the second half. All right. Okay. 13 assists by Duke. The ball is going to be inbounded, and it goes out of bounds again. Last touch by Duke, but there is also a foul issued on Isaiah Evans as well. 50-33. UConn will inbound it. Here's a shot that's up. It's up. It's in. And one more coming on up. And that is for Braylon Mullins. 50-35. Mullins with a baseline J. Knocks it down. Got hit right in the knee. And he makes the jump shot off the beautiful dime by Damari Jr. And he gets fouled by Isaiah Evans. And he'll have to go to the line for one more. 50-35. Foul shots and one. Good.
Excellent.
It is a 14-point lead. Mullins trying to get hot at the right time. We'll see if that benefits UConn and if he can keep it up. Boozer taking it downhill, being guarded by Mullins. He'll swing it over to his brother, Caden, who now wants to get going and goes from near wing to far wing on a pass over to Cam for 3. Not that time. Rebounded by the Huskies. Being rewarded for his great defense and making the layup is Silas Damari Jr., and all of a sudden, UConn has life. And that'll make it 50-38. A drive to the basket, trying to part the Red Sea and make the layup is Boozer. Not that time. Mullins looking for a catch and shoot 3. It's short. He could have used that there, but Duke is just gonna take its time, and Caden is gonna have the ball again. Cam, Caden, Evans, Sarr, and Ngangba are all out there for the Blue Devils. Caravan 0 for 6 from the field, 0 for 4 from downtown. He's been cold. Boozer off the dribble for 3. That's short again, and the rebound belongs to Braylon Mullins, who will provide an outlet pass over to Damari Jr. Damari Jr. gets stepped up on defense, a handoff over to Reed Jr., and another handoff that goes back to Caravan. A lot of dribble handoffs. Reed Jr. wants to get going over towards the cup. He's being guarded by Ngangba. Looks to pass it. It almost went into a Duke's player's hands. Here's a 3 on the near corner. That's no good. Duke, rebound, and soloing the layup. And getting it to fall is Dame Sarr, beating everybody on the fast break. He was just running downhill with a head of steam and got past everybody out in transition and makes it a 52-38 game. It's 10 points now for Sarr. He's shooting 80% from the field. Reed Jr. again downhill, looking to size up his defender. Shots up, he's fouled. It was a turnaround floater, and Reed Jr. is going to head to the line, but we have a break in the action first. So UConn is down by 14 against Duke out in the nation's capital, and they'll step aside, and they'll be right back. All right. All right, how's everybody doing? We need 18 more subscribers to help us get to 9,000 subs. 15 away from 9K. Who's tuning on in? Comment down below. Get active in the chats. Get out of the shadows. Let's go. Where's everybody tapping on in from? Where are you guys tuning on in from? We got how many people tuning on in? 40? We got 40 people tuning on in. Let's go, baby. Come on. Keep it going, man. Let's go. Let's go, baby. There's Lou. There's some life in the chat. Love it. Cool. Great. Awesome. 52-30 is the score. Duke is up by 14 points. Okay. Very nice. Yes. Folks, again, the name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. It is 6:32 p.m. Eastern Time. There's 14 minutes and 51 seconds left to go in this game, as we will take a very quick step off. All right, don't go anywhere. We will be right back in about 2 minutes, right before the action resumes. Here's the foul shot for UConn, and that's up and good to make it 52-39. It's Reed who's at the line as UConn goes from left to right. Free throw number 2 won't go as it hits the front of the rim. And so he goes 1 for 2 from the line. Duke is 11 for 14 shooting-wise from the free throw line in this game. And away from the ball, we had some contact. Reed Jr. pushed off a UConn player. Like that Reed Jr. pushed off a Duke player, and that was Patrick Ngangba, the second. Wonder what the message was from Dan Hurley coming on out of that half. All right, so Duke is going to inbound it again. The ball goes over to Boozer, who's downhill over on the block. Boozer looks to pass it and gives it over to Ngangba. His 2 is up, and he's fouled by Reed. Has to be careful, Reed. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Stepped up, he was a little bit late. He actually tried to go for the steal. Smith, that was. I didn't see Smith cut on over, but he did. Malachi Smith is the one who gets called for the foul. Patrick Ngangba II, 4 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists in this game so far. And free throw number 1 trickles on out. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the bell icons. Foul shot number 2, that one will go, and it's now a 53-39 Duke lead.
Excellent.
All right, 14 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this second half of play. And UConn has it again. It'll be Smith on the drive. Gets it back to the outside. He's looking for some help here. He'll have to bounce pass it downhill over to Reed, who has to fight through some traffic, and a foul is called. It'll be on Patrick Ngongba the second once again. And Reed will have to head back to the line. Saw Ngongba and Reed just sort of tangling up against each other. And honestly, I thought that he blocked it pretty cleanly, but he's been giving him a really hard time down low. Terrace Reed Jr., he has 15 points. He's 6 for 12 from the field, and the first foul shot that he has hits the front of the rim, and then it'll go down the drain. That's Patrick's third foul today. 6 minutes have gone by in this second half. And free throw number 2 will trickle on in 2.
Excellent.
Who's everybody rooting for down below? Let us know. Camden Boyden's still here. What's going on, man? It's Boozer. Back over to his brother Cam with the feed. And he throws it down. Caden with a nice little pass. And Cam Boozer with the flush on the feed. All right, come on. Let's go. 55-41 is the score with 13 and a half minutes to go. Don't spam the chat, my friend. Do not spam the chat, my friend. I can't have you spam my chat, dude. 13-13 left. Here's a steal by Reed. That's up, and that's good. And that'll make it now 55-45. Duke. We got a redirect from CeeLo. What's going on, man? There we go. Good stuff. 55-45. Reed Jr. with 10 points in this game so far. Or 21 points, that is. It's a 10-point lead for Duke. And we have another whistle called on the other side. On the go with CeeLo is here. Thank you so much for the redirect, my friend. Good to see you on here. Very good to see you. 12 minutes and 45 seconds to go. 18 subs away from 9K. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's good to see you on here, my guy. Sorry about your Vols. I'm really sorry about your Vols, man. Cam at the line. The foul shots will go on in, and Duke gets an 11-point lead based off of that. I appreciate you, man. I just can't have you. I can't have you spamming in my chat. That's all. That's all I wanted to say. But I appreciate you. Foul shot number 2, no, and it'll be rebounded by the Huskies. It's a 56-45 game. Duke up by 11. UConn goes from left to right. With the ball is Smith, and he's going to pass it and get it back. Malachi towards the right side of the elbow. Zigzags towards the outside. Bounce passes it over to Reed. He's double-teamed. What a pass by Reed. And going down the lane, making the shot, was Caravan. That was beautiful. Great IQ. He knew exactly what Caravan was going to do. Cut into the basket, and the bounce pass worked perfectly. He threw it right on a platter to him. 56-47, and Duke looking to try to attack once again. It's Foster out at the three-point line. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He'll zigzag towards the inside, put up a reverse layup, can't get it to go. Reed gets the rebound. UConn's gaining some momentum here with 11 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this second half of play. All right, another dribble handoff, and that goes on over to Smith. Smith, here's a catch-and-shoot three. That's up. It's no good by Solo Ball. Chasing down the rebound and putting it into the hands of Reed. Nice play by Braylon right there. Smith over at the logo. What a save that was by Alex Caravan before that ball went on out of bounds. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. And here is the feed from Smith to Reed. It's good! It's now a 7-point ball game with 11 minutes to go in this second half. They're gaining momentum, and Coach is certainly happy about that. Dan Hurley is clapping his hands, and we have a timeout taken. 7-point lead now for Duke. It's been a total different UConn team in this second half. They actually started off really slow, and they've been hitting their stride over these last couple of minutes of play. Let's go. Marvin's here. Let's go. And we out for 6 minutes. Dude, I still apologize, though. I know that they're your team. 17 left. Let's go. We got 300 in the house? 300 people? 300. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Holy smokes. All right. Folks, if you are new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. We've been doing March Madness. We covered the World Baseball Classic. We did 23 World Baseball Classic games. We do primarily cover the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles on this channel, but we do a lot of content, and we're pushing to try to get to 10,000 subscribers. But first stop is 9K, and all you have to do is just press the subscribe button. It is free. You're going to get a lot of entertainment on this channel. If you're a big sports fan like me, if you love basketball, if you love baseball, I'm telling you that this really is the place to be. We have a lot of fun. We have a very welcoming community on here. I plan on doing some really good things this year, fundraising streams, and all different types of stuff besides just the play-by-plays. I'm really trying to take this whole thing to another level and really just grow the channel for what I believe potentially could be a huge, huge success. I've seen it over these last 3 years. This is my 4th year doing this. Every year we continue to grow. And I'm putting all my stock into this year, just really making a big push. So the least that you can do, I don't ask for money. I don't ask for, super chats or anything like that. Just please make sure that you spread the word, hit the thumbs up button, and subscribe to the channel. That is all free. That's all that I care about, for sure. All right. Please, no politics in the room. Yep, I don't want politics in my chat, man. Let's go. I do not want politics. I don't care what is going on and what your party is. Honestly, we're here to have a good time. We're talking about sports. The only politics I want in my chat is, why do you think UConn is not rebounding the ball well? That's it. That's all I want to know. No, I'm kidding. Actually, here's something that I'd like to know from you guys. All right, so should there be a 1-and-1 rule in the NBA? I think that there should be. But let me know what you guys think about that, and let me know why. The Huskies were down by a lot, and now they're only down by 7 against Duke. So let me know down below. 10:54 left to go in this second half of play. Duke will see what they drew up out of this timeout here. Brown with a handoff, and that goes over to Isaiah Evans. He's been quiet. Evans to the outside to Caleb Foster. Foster over to Boozer, downhill in the lane. 3 defenders are on him. Doesn't matter. He hits the layup anyways. 58-49. Wow. What an incredible play by the monster himself, and that's Cam Boozer. 7 for 17 from the field. That's his 23rd game of the season with 20-plus points, and he has just been an absolute beast. We got Smith at the top of the key being guarded by Cam. He'll have to pass it and give it over to Alex Caravan. Caravan will get it back. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Has to go up with a pass here over to Reed. Reed is going to throw it away. I don't think he realized how much time was left on the shot clock. The steal made by Foster. The shot's up, and a charge will be called. Oh, man. Caleb Foster gets called for a charge there. 9:58 left to go in this second half of play, and I wonder if they're going to challenge this. They said that Foster got the steal. Foster had a bad pass, and it was a turnover. And Jaden Ross came on up with it, and we have a timeout taken. I don't know why. They signaled charge on the offensive side. I don't really think that was really a steal. I think ESPN has it wrong. But regardless, we have another timeout. Do you think the Sixers are making the playoffs? That's a good question. I do think that they're going to make the playoffs. I don't know how far that they're going to go. It all depends on the injuries. The sky for them, Chads. The sky for the 76ers, I'll put it to you this way. The 76ers can either... I've never seen a team that is just so unpredictable like the Philadelphia 76ers. They could lose in the play-in tournament, or they could make it to the finals. I've never seen a team just so lopsided, like on both sides. You really don't know which version you're going to get. Like, if everything is working out really well, they could go to the finals. Now, do I think that they're going to? No. And that's because I don't trust the injuries that they've had to deal with and the chemistry that they haven't been able to build. I think that there's time still to build that chemistry, but they have to be healthy. They have to be healthy. And I don't think that they are going to be healthy. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that I get to eat crow. I do. But that's where I stand. All right, here we go. 58-49. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. We are now 16 subs away from 9,000 subscribers. Where's everybody tapping on in from? Let us know down below. You're doing hot dogs again? That sounds fun. Send me one if you can. Where's everybody tapping on in from? I'll shout you guys out. AM4 is here. What's up, AM4? What's up, Karan? How are you doing? Knuckle touch to you. Yes, sir. I'll ring the bell. You guys tell me where you're tuning on in from. Let's go. Let's go, baby. All right. Who wants to ring the bell? I'm tapping on in from Northwest Philly. That's Lou in the chats. Anybody else want me to shout them out? Let us know. We are 15 subscribers away from 9,000 subs. Yes. Yes. Let's go. 9:58 to go. I think that we can get there right before this game ends. Do you think we can? I think that we can. Duke, North Carolina. Shout out to Camden. Let's go. Karan tuning on in from Harleysville, PA. Let's go. Yes, sir. All right, UConn is going to inbound it. Kentucky. Ooh, Kentucky. That's great. Just outside of Philly. Love it, love it, love it. Chinook, Montana, this is the Irrelevant Fan. Happy to see you on here. You found us, I believe, through March Madness. Thank you so much for staying on here. Here's a drive over to the basket by UConn. It's up, and it's in. It's a 7-point ball game. Yes, sir. All right. Malachi Smith is able to make the layup. It's now a 22-14 run with 9.5 minutes left to go. A 10-3 run to be exact by the Huskies. And down the lane, going up with a shot, getting it blocked and stolen away on the other side. That was Sarr who missed the shot. Offensive rebound, or a defensive rebound, I should say, off the misfire 2. Caleb Foster turned it over. Smith got the steal. Braylon Mullins missed a 3, and Brown got the defensive rebound. So Duke has possession of the ball with 9 minutes left to go in this second half. It was a very quiet first half, lopsided in favor of Duke, and now all of a sudden it's closer. Duke is going to give the ball over to Kamenia, who steps back and puts up a 2 and gets it to go. It's back to a 9-point lead for the Blue Devils. Let's go. Sorry, JJ, but I prefer women's basketball. Always be. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love watching women's too, man. I do. 60-51. It's a 9-point lead for Duke. Another catch-and-shoot 3 is up, and it's no good. I mean, they've been so cold in this game from downtown, chat. Braylon Mullins misfires yet another 3 for UConn. They are 1 for 18 today from downtown. 8 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in this second half of play. It's Cam at the top of the key again. Dribbles with the left hand, crosses over, goes down the lane. A layup, no good. Offensive rebound, no good either, but there's a foul and a whistle called. Mullins looked like that he was going to draw a charge there, and I got to tell you that Dan Hurley, not happy. And look, he had his feet set. He did. I'm surprised that that was a no call. I am shocked. We have an official TV timeout taken with 8 minutes left in this second half of play. Let's go. Duke's defense is no joke. JJ will be at 9K, and we are just 3 games into baseball season. It's unbelievable. I think we're making a big push for 10K, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Our 10K giveaway is going to be great. I'm excited about that. It's good to see everybody on here again. Folks, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. If you guys want to go reach out to me, or if you want to, first of all, if you want to reach out to me via email, you most certainly can. I'm going to drop my email down below for you guys. Make sure that you also go follow all the socials as well. Here is my email. I'm posting it right now. And it is jasonjosephonair@gmail.com for those of you that are listening on in. If you guys ever want to send me gifts or if you want to send me letters to my P.O. Box, you most certainly can. We do P.O. Box openings on every Wednesday in the 5th inning. Now, again, we're not going to be able to do it this Wednesday again because Wednesday's Passover for me. I celebrate Passover. So we'll do it on Tuesday in the 5th inning of the Phillies Nationals game. So you can send me stuff. I always love it when you guys send me things, and then we open it right on stream. But if you ever want to email me, you most certainly can. There it is right there. jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. There it is. There it is. And also, if you guys ever want to text on into the JJ hotline or call on into the show, you obviously can't call now because we're calling a game. But if we're doing a post-game show for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, Eagles football, or if you just want to text on into the hotline at any time, it's always open. And the phone number is posted right here as well. It is 610-314-0844. And those are my ads. Those are my personal ads right there. That's all that I do. That's all that you get. You just get ads on this. You just get ads from YouTube. That's it. And then you just get self-promotion from me. That's it. That's all that you get. Now we go back to the program. It's a 62-51 game. We are back to 15 subs away from getting to 9,000 subscribers. Thank you again. Welcome aboard to the JJ Freak Nation. With a capital P and a capital H. We are Philly freaks, but we have JJ freaks on here as well. And it's fun. We don't just love the Philly sports. We love sports for what they are. So that's why we cover all different types of stuff besides just the Philly ones. And that is the heart and the soul of the channel for sure. But we wanted to do other games. Because people are like, well, why don't you call other games for, I wish you called games for my team. It's what we're going to try to do. Can't do it all, but obviously try to do a little bit more. Reed Jr. is going to get the inbound pass here, but there is a foul and a whistle called. And that'll go against Duke. So it's a 62-51 game. Patrick Ngangba just came on in for Duke. And Solo Ball just came on in for UConn. Reed at the line. It's a 1-and-1. And the first free throw, he knocks it down. He'll look to try to cut it back to a single-digit game with 7:47 to go in this second half of play. Let's go. Can we get there one more time? 15 more subs. Foul shot number 2. It trickles out at the last second. 7:45 left to be played in this second half. 2 timeouts left for Duke and 3 for UConn. Down the lane and going up with a 2, getting it denied, and stolen is Boozer. and another costly turnover for the Blue Devils. That's now 10 turnovers by Duke. UConn has 5. At the top of the key, it's DeMary Jr. He's going to give it up, and a foul line J, a little bit short. Tipped back out, though. Excellent play by Mullins to tip it out and hit the reset button. And it'll go to Solo Ball's hands. Ball with a bounce pass over to Reed. He wants to post up Boozer. Can he win the battle here? And he was going to pass it to the outside. A catch and shoot 3. That one is good. And finally, UConn hits its second 3 of the day. So, a nice shot by Silas DeMary Jr., and now it's a 7-point ball game. Hey, we've got a game, folks. 62-55. Caden Boozer over to his brother Cam. To the outside. Wide open three-pointer for Duke. And they respond on the other side. Nice shot there. Left wide open for that 3 was Kamenia from the far corner. It's a 65-55 game with 6:20 left to go in the second half of play. A lot of dribble handoffs between the both of these teams, and it's going to go back at the top of the key over to DeMary Jr. DeMary Jr. with a handoff, and he has to spin around, turn around, give it over to Ball. Another 3 on the other side. It's up, and it's in by DeMary Jr. again. And it's back to a 7-point game. Timeout called. UConn is going to take a timeout, and Dan Hurley has one more to play with. Let's go. Evans only at 5 points. I know, isn't that wild? JJ, I like your style. You put your radio audience right on the floor courtside. Thanks, bro. I got you, man. That's exactly what we do. That's why our title is Play-by-Play with JJ. We bring back that old school style, and that's what I really care about. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Those are very kind words. So, and again, we're just getting on into the college basketball side of things. I was a little bit late today because, I was doing a Phillies game, but, really getting into college hoops, and it's been a lot of fun. I've been really having a blast. Same thing with the World Baseball Classic. We did a lot of games there. We did a marathon of streams, and that's why we are now 14 subscribers away from 9,000 subs. It's unbelievable. And it's all thanks to you guys, too. It really is. None of this is possible without you. So, I appreciate that. All right, the Huskies are knocking on the door. They're down by 7. Duke has the ball. It's Caden Boozer looking to hand it off over to Cam. Cam being guarded by Reed Jr. Has to give it up and give it back over to Malik Brown. Brown to the outside. A 3, and that's by Evans. It's no good. And we have a whistle called. Who's the whistle on? That's the next question. Evans missed a 3, and the rebound was by Kamenia. And who's the foul on? Is it on UConn? Foul was on Braylon Mullins. They're going to say that there was a little bit of a push. Man. Okay. 65-58. Duke is going to get the inbound again. It's Boozer over on the left side of the nail. He's going to back down Reed Jr. Can Reed stand his ground, or is Boozer going to win? Boozer, step back 2. No good. Great defense by Reed. Reed with a handoff, and UConn, they could make this a 2-possession game with a bucket here. And we'll see. It's Solo Ball over at the logo, being guarded. He has to hand it off and give it back over to Caravan. Caravan over to DeMary Jr. And we have a whistle called. Another foul is on Duke. And that is going to result in another stoppage in play with exactly 5:21 to go. Who was the foul on, though, is the question. Oh, getting tangled up was Reed down low over on the block. And they called the foul on Malik Brown. He sort of stopped him in his tracks, and that's why Reed is going to go to the line as UConn is in the bonus here. First foul shot, no good. It was a 1-on-1 situation, and Duke gets the rebound. Oh, wow, that changes a lot of things. Really does. 7-point lead for the Blue Devils. A handoff, and it goes over towards the top of the key to Caden Boozer. And it's, again, Isaiah Evans who's trapped. He's being blitzed. Evans initiates contact, and he gets his defender to buy on a pump fake. It's Jaden Ross, and he'll go to the line. over on the baseline, saw that the contact was coming. Evans with a savvy move, and he will head to the line to shoot a pair of foul shots. Only 5 points for Isaiah Evans today. In the tournament, he's put up 19.3 points per game. And the first free throw, it's nothing but nets. Duke or UConn? Let me know what you guys think down below. We are 13 subscribers away now from getting to 9,000 subscribers. Let's go, chat. Let's go, baby. 66-58 with 5:03 left to go in this second half. Evans is a 86% foul shooter. And he has 6 points today. Make it 7.
Excellent.
All right, it's a 9-point game. UConn going to pick up the basketball right now past half court. It's DeMurray Jr. who has it. DeMurray is going to hand it off and give it over to Caravan towards his right side. Caravan downhill over to Mullins, and one more to Reed Jr., who swings around, finds an open teammate, and makes the layup, and it's solo ball. I thought maybe he was going to shoot it for a second, but the double team came, and again, this guy is just so good at passing out of these double teams. Ball was there to his right side, nobody was on him, and he just laid it up and laid it on in. 67-60. How could they do that? I don't know. On the drive, it's Isaiah. He can't make the layup. Reed is there. He's a tree. It's 67-60, and UConn has it again. It's DeMurray Jr. at the top of the perimeter. And he is going to pass it, hand it off over to Caravan. He's been quiet today. Caravan to Reed for 2. Yes! 4:10 to go. We got a game. 4:05 left, and Duke is only up by 5. Reed has been a machine in this second half. 26 points for him. And that is the first lead change, or we've only had one lead change today. Obviously, Duke is still up by 5 with the ball at the top of the key and giving it over to Kamenia. Kamenia back over to Isaiah. He turns it over. A steal by DeMurray Jr. DeMurray Jr. with a layup. It's up, and it's good. It's back to a 3-point game. What a hard contact. Isaiah Evans turned it over. Ball picks up the loose change. Ball made the layup. And one more at the line after this. Thanks to the foul on Cam Boozer. Wow. Charles, thanks so much for stopping on by. 12 more subs, let's go. Still plenty of time to go. I can't believe it. This game just got absolutely wild. It just turned on its other side. Duke was in full control in that first half. And they started off the second half in complete control as well. But the wheels have fallen off. And it's a one-possession game. UConn is down by 3. All right. Again, thank you all very, very much for tuning on in to Play-by-Play with JJ. I see here in the chat that we have 282 of you who are tuning on in. Again, make sure that you guys hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. We do March Madness. We do Major League Baseball. We cover the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles. We are now 12 subscribers away from 9,000. And I think we can hit it by the end of this stream. Let's go. If you have not subscribed, it is free. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Man. 9K and a buzzer beater at once. Let's get there. Let's go. BW is here. What's up, BW? Congratulations on that win, my friend. That was a gutsy win by you guys. A very gutsy win. We got 299 people tuning on in to Play-by-Play with JJ. It's great. 10 more! 10! Yes! Let's go! If you just subscribe to the channel, comment who you are down below. I will make sure that I shout you out 1,000%. Now we're at less than 10. We need 9 more. Oh my goodness, you guys are all... 8 more! Oh my gosh. Do not name call. Do not name call me, man. I don't appreciate that. That's just your first warning, though, Travis. Thank you so much for being on here, though, but please do not call me names. That's not cool. I would never do that to you, my friend. If that was an accident, though, I mean, autocorrect does do that, so I give you the benefit of the doubt. 8 subscribers until we get to 9,000 subs. 6 more. Let's go. Oh, my gosh. Wow. This is insane. Absolutely insane. 67 to 64. Let us again know where you guys are tuning on in from down below. Appreciate you all very, very much. Lorenzo, thank you for the sub. Kimeen Boyden, thank you so much for the sub as well. All right, let's go, baby. All right, 6 left to go. Foul shot is up, and it's in. It's a 2-point game. Let's go. All right, 3:35 left to go. Duke has not scored in 3 minutes. Lock in. It's Ngangba, who's going to hand it off over to Boozer. Boozer goes down the hill, looks to posterize his defender, has a mismatch on him, puts up a 2. Clutch shot by Boozer. And it's now 69 to 65. 2 more subs, baby. 3 minutes and 13 seconds left to go. UConn has it again. They're going to have to pass it around the timeline. It goes all the way over to the near side. Boozer playing defense. Damari Jr. on offense. Damari Jr. cuts his way to the basket, puts up a 2. It's tipped by a Duke player, and it goes into the hands of Kamenia. And so Kamenia gets the rebound. 1 more sub, baby. Let's go. We're 1 sub away. Unbelievable. Boozer over at the nail, looking to post up his defender again, has to pass it to the outside. Kamenia left open. He'll attack though, go up for a 2. That's no good. And the rebound goes to UConn again. UConn is down by 4, 69 to 65. Ball back over to the near side. So it's solo ball, who's going to hand it off over to Reed, and back again to Caravan. Caravan back to ball. 2:20 to go in the second half of play. And here's Damari Jr. taking it to the top of the key. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's a handoff. It goes over to Reed downhill. He has to get going quickly. Reed's double-teamed. Has to bounce pass it. A shot's up, and it's no good. Duke's defense stands strong. 69 to 65. Boozer just did an excellent job blitzing Reed, and they did a good job. They actually triple-teamed him right there. 2:06 left. 1 more sub, baby. 1 more, man. Unbelievable. He did it again. Wow. Lorenzo, shout out to the sub. 9,000. We did it, baby. Let's go. We did it. Thank you so much. Oh, man. All right, we got to get back to the game really quickly. 69 to 65. We'll celebrate once there's a timeout. All right, here we go. UConn down by 4. We have a whistle called, and there is a foul. Thank you all so much for the 9,000. Let's go. Thank you very much. Wow, we did it. We did it, chat. We did it. I can't believe it. Gosh. Wow, we did it, man. There we go. All right, 151 left to go. Both foul shots were good by Duke. That is a big milestone for this channel, man. You guys are the absolute best. I appreciate you all. I love you all very much. Foul shot number 2 for Duke. That's no good. 150 left to go in this second half of play. UConn still has a chance. They're going to hand it off over to Damari Jr. Back to the top of the key is Ball. Ball with another dribble handoff over to Damari Jr. again. Here's a catch and shoot three. It's up, and that's way too strong. Rebounded by UConn. They got it, and there's a foul called. What a play by Solo Ball to be able to go up against two Duke players, including his teammate Reed Jr., and they communicated well at the very end. He was like, I got it, and he secured it. And then it was Sar who reached on in at the very last second. Thank you again for the 9,000. It means the world to me. I'm trying to hold back tears. I really am, because I've been working so hard for this, man. So many hours, and it's really paid off, and I just can't thank you. But we still got a game to finish. We got to finish strong. We really do. It's 70-65. 1:31 left to go in this second half. The free throw, too strong. Wow. John Sumter, thank you very much for the sub. Trippy T Gaming, thank you. Oh, man. Love you all so much. 91 seconds to go in this second half. The second foul shot. It's a 4-point game. They've come close.
Excellent.
Ross is out there for defense. Boozer will be the one to inbound it for Duke. Still time left. Boozer almost turned it over, and he'll get it back. He almost turned it over. It was almost a bad pass that was supposed to go over to Foster. Foster got it deflected. So now Foster's over at the logo. And 1:20 left, and we got a timeout taken. Duke has one left to go. The Huskies still have 2 timeouts. Thank you again for 9K, chat. Let's go. Let's flippin' go. Cheers. This is for you guys, man. That's for you. Oh my gosh. My heart's racing, dude. My heart is absolutely racing. You guys are really something. On to 10K next. 10K. That's going to be something, but I'm enjoying this 9K right now. We've gotten to 1,000 subscribers 9 times in the span of 3 years. A lot of hard work this year. Jay Will, you're the man. I appreciate you, dude. I really do. Again, shout yourselves out, chat. Let me know who you guys are. I love getting to know people that are in my chat. If you're tuning on in for the first time, if this is your 4th year being here, I don't care. I love getting to know new people. Jay Will says, big Sunday. Yeah, man. It's been a big Sunday for sure. I am shocked that Tennessee lost and got blown out the way that they did. And then as far as this game goes, Duke started off so strong in that first half. And in the second half, the wheels have just fallen off. They've lost their stride. I don't know, man. 10K is next by next NCAA. Dude, it's going to be before. I hope it's before that, because we got a lot of baseball to cover. We got a lot of basketball to cover. We cover the Sixers, the Phillies, the Eagles, all in this channel, but we also do a lot of baseball, a lot of college basketball as well. We were still doing March Madness. All right, lock on in. 70-66. Duke is up by 4. Boozer gets the inbound pass. It's Cam at the top of the key. Cam gets guarded by Reed. Reed tips it. Reed gets the steal. 1 minute left to go. What a play by Reed. He stuck his hand in the cookie jar and just took away his lunch money from Boozer. Over at the top of the key, operating on the right side is Damari Jr. Here's a catch and shoot 3. It's a 1-point game. The Huskies have come all the way back, and now they're down by 1, knocking on the door. It was Caravan who hit it from the top of the key. 70-69. Oh, dude, we cover the Giants on here. We do, so if you're a Giants fan, you might want to check us out. 37 seconds left to go. Second half in this game. Boozer, again, being guarded by Reed. Boozer spins around, puts up a 2, and comes up with a clutch basket there. It's 72-69. 28.9 seconds left to go. And here is UConn. They got Damari Jr. picking up the ball over at midcourt, and a timeout taken as they advance it into their own court with less than 27 seconds to go. Breathe. Unreal. I can't believe it. This is insane, chat. We got 403 people tuning on in. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. We need 42 more likes to get to 100. Let's keep it going. Jay Will, thank you, man. I appreciate you for the sub on YouTube. Let's go. Very nice. Dude, my Philly freaks missed this. They're going to be so angry. I told them to come on. But they missed it. They missed us getting to 9K. Their loss. It's all their loss, man. Not all my Philly freaks. We have a lot. We still have. I got to give credit to my Philly freaks who showed up today. For those Philly freaks who did stay on here for this, thank you so much. Means the world. And I know that people have things to do, so I'm not, like, blaming everybody, but just saying a lot of them, you know, when you get that many people on, it's like, man, this is really special. It is. Some are still here, yes. Some are definitely still here. Lou is here. Mark is here. I mean, I don't forget about everybody. Trust me. Thank you so much, Christy. I appreciate you, man. I really do. Christy, thank you so much. 27.2 seconds left to go in this second half of play. And this is a huge possession. Oh, no, you count. You count. I didn't say all. All right. UConn's going to inbound it. And they're going to give it all the way over to Damari Jr. And the clock starts. Damari over the ball. Ball back to Damari at the logo as UConn goes from right to left. Or from left to right, that is. Ball at the top of the key over to Caravan. 10 seconds left. Ball looking to get things going, and a foul is called. I don't know why they took that much time off the clock and then just tried to settle, you know, for... Or they just gave it down low in the paint. I don't understand that. But they took a lot of time off the clock here. 10 seconds left in this second half. And free throws are coming up because UConn is in the bonus. Silas Damari Jr. at the line shooting the free throws of his life right here. Hasn't shot any today. Foul shot number 1. In and out it goes. He missed the first one. And now, if you're UConn, do you intentionally miss this one? Or do you just try to make it? (72-69) with 10 seconds left to be exact in this second half of play. One timeout left for each team. One more free throw coming on up. A quick breath. A dribble. And a shot. And it's a 2-point game again. 72-70. Duke is going to inbound it here. And UConn's going to have to foul. And Boozer gets it. They're taking time off the clock. They're playing keep away. The ball's deflected and stolen back. 4 seconds to go. Here's a 3 for the win. It's up. It's good. Oh, man. Are you kidding me? What a shot over at the logo. UConn, they take the lead with 0.3 of a second to go. Oh, my goodness. Hallelujah. Braylon Mullins, he's that dude. Unbelievable. Mullins, nothing but nets. 0.3 of a second to go. The shot of his life, and he knocks it down. What a stunner. gosh. Everybody's going nuts. This is what March Madness is all about. UConn trailed the whole game. And with less than 1 second to go, they just got a 1-point lead. Terrible pass by Boozer. They double-teamed him. And then it was Caravan who found Mullins wide open at the logo, and everybody off the bench is going bonkers on their side. Unbelievable. And so Duke just called its final timeout. They did add a 1/10 of a second. So that means that there's 4/10 of a second to go here. Wow. That was unreal. What a call, too. That might be one of my favorite calls. 4/10 of a second to go in this game. Duke is going to have to pray for a miracle here. And on the inbound pass, here's a Hail Mary throw over to the far side. It's tipped, and UConn will play Illinois. They survive. And we'll head to the Final Four. Ring the bell. See? What did we just see, chat? Unbelievable. That's insane. Unreal. Speechless. Wow. Unbelievable. That's going to go down as one of the best shots in recent history in March Madness. First and foremost, Braylon obviously gets a lot of credit for that three. But the pass that was made by Boozer, I am shocked that Boozer didn't just hang on to the ball there and they weren't going to foul. It was such a bizarre sequence of events. Boozer throws the ball, he throws it away, and then just what a shot by Braylon Mullins. That was by far ice in his veins, and he felt it. The crazy part about this whole game in particular is that they were 1 for 19 from downtown. And they made, to my recollection, their last 4 threes of the game. It doesn't matter how hot or how cold you are in the beginning. UConn was let back in by this Duke team. They took their foot off the gas pedal. Duke did a really good job blitzing in the first half, and they just could not keep up with UConn's momentum. And the Huskies are going to the Final Four, and they will play Illinois. Insane. They trailed throughout almost this entire game. And that's why you got to play 48 exact minutes. And UConn did, and they're moving on. Probably one of the best games of the tournament, but that was unbelievable. Boozer at the end fell short. He turned the ball over a couple of times. Caden Boozer as well. But they also didn't get as much contributions from their bench, Duke. And UConn got a lot of really good play from Terrace Reed Jr. That guy was a monster in that second half. Every time he got the ball at the nail, Cam Boozer had a really tough time keeping his 2 feet on the ground against him. And Braylon had a terrible game. He was 0 for 4 before he hit that 3. It just goes to show why sports, again, are magical. And why they are just unbelievable at times. You feel bad for the Duke fans. You feel great for the UConn fans. But that is what makes the sports world go round. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And UConn did what they had to. They made the shots when it mattered the most. Do you also realize that they only had 11 points from their bench? Terrace Reed, solo ball, actually played a little bit better too. But he didn't have a good game either. Neither did Braylon. Like, they all had terrible games. And Terrace Reed single-handedly in that second half, defensively and offensively, carried them. And that's why he is the of this game. He's the MVP. Ricky Jackson, thank you for the sub. That was unreal. I'm stunned. I'm stunned that they won that game. I am shocked, and that is what sports just does to me. Duke out-rebounded them in this game, too. 34-28. They led almost in every single stat except for, blocks? Throughout most of this game. And then UConn got the steals. Duke gave the ball away a couple of times. And Boozer just didn't want to take the foul there. He tried to pass it out of the double team. And he made a bad read. Made a terrible pass. And it was deflected. And what a great steal that was. Who got the steal there? I have to make sure that I wanted to talk about that really quickly. Who got the steal? Was it Braylon that got the steal there? I couldn't see it in real time. Because, again, I'm like looking through my notes, going through a lot of things. Now I got to scroll all the way down. And I got to figure it out myself. Who got the steal there at the very end to give them the lead? It's still loading. We're up to the fourth quarter right now. It's going to take us some time. Yeah, hold the ball, make them foul you. That's exactly right. That is insane. I'm still shocked. Next week, it's going to be Final Four. We'll be covering that. We also got the Phillies this week. I don't know why I can't see who got the steal. That's really going to bug me. It keeps loading over on ESPN. I just refreshed the page. Wasn't able to keep track. But anyhow, I'll find it. I will find it sooner rather than later. But that was an incredible game. That was one of my favorite games. Just imagine, too, what it would be like just being in that arena when you see Braylon make that shot. I don't know. Basketball's something. It's a bizarre sport. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's not so good. But with this type of a game, Silas got the steal. That steal is going to go unnoticed. Everybody's going to forget that he got that steal, but that steal was clutch. He was right there. He was like a safety. Just came buzzing on for the ball and then handed it right off over to Mullins. He actually gave it to Caravan first, and Caravan actually made the pass over to Mullins. And Caravan, I actually thought Caravan was going to shoot the three there. I did. First, I thought that Caravan was going to take that shot, and he was unselfish and said, no, not going to do it. I'm going to give it over to my man Mullins, and then Mullins on an ISO from Damian Lillard range. Knocked it down. I was very shocked. Rambo says, let's be real. Brown was getting abused by Reed all game long. No, absolutely. He was. Reed played incredible today. They don't win this game, UConn, without the play of him. He was sensational in this game. Absolutely sensational. Just let them foul. I don't understand. I don't know why he passed it there. And I'm sure that he's going to be asked about that in his press conference, but can't do that there. That was all on him. That was all on him. He didn't have to do that. It actually kind of reminded me a little bit of, I don't know if you guys remember, yeah, my Philly freaks will remember this, but remember how when Tyrese Maxey tied it up at Madison Square Garden in the playoffs, Mitchell Robinson fouled Tyrese Maxey on a 4-point play. You can't foul him there, right? Like, you have to know the game. And then at that moment in time, the other thing, too, that kind of confused me, and this is why I bring up the Maxey point, is they had a chance to try to foul. They had a chance to try to foul, whatchamacallit, Braylon Mullins, and they didn't do that. But I guess that they didn't do it because they thought, you know what, like, we don't want to tie here. Like, if he makes the shot, okay, if he makes the shot, fine. At that point, they didn't have any fouls to give. In the Knicks game, I think that the Knicks did have a foul to give, and they didn't foul Maxey at half court, and then he made the three. But I was just sort of running it back in my head, and I said, well, you know what? If they would have fouled him there, then that's stupid, because then they give him 2 easy points at the line. Make him earn that three. If he makes it, you tip your cap. But now that we look back and we say that he made the shot, now we say to ourselves, well, why didn't they foul? Well, it makes a lot of sense. You got to sort of, hindsight's 20/20. But that was a heck of a comeback. It was. We did the right game. Didn't look like that way for a long time. Duke led for like 97% of this game. 98% of this game. A mistake by Duke not to get the ball down the court. Yeah. And then the other thing that kind of confused me too is when UConn inbounded it, UConn made some bad mistakes as well. With 25 seconds left to go, the ball gets inbounded. And they took so much time off the clock there. I was kind of surprised that they took all that time when they were down by 4 with less than a minute to go. I have to go back and again replay the tape, but I just remember in the moment I said, why are they killing all this time? Where's the movement? Where's the motion? I didn't see any of that. It looked like it was going to be a blowout for Duke even in the second half, says Lou. It was a great game. It was a great game. And you know what? Like, can we give Coach Dan Hurley his flowers? Really? Because whatever was said in that locker room at halftime, whatever he did, I mean, it worked. They won. He deserves a lot of credit. He really does. I thought that his team showed a lot of fight. And they came back. And they made the proper adjustments. The big adjustment that I saw, and Duke was doing this throughout the whole entire first half, was they did an awesome job guarding guarding Braylon Mullins and solo ball, and they didn't they didn't have them, feed Terrace Reed at the time. And Reed wasn't getting a lot of touches. And when Reed was getting touches, Boozer was owning him in the paint. But the footwork that Reed was able to provide and getting those mismatches from those screens really helped him out. And that, again, is a testament to really good coaching. And I thought that he coached a very good second half. He's a great coach, man. Coach Dan Hurley. Awesome. He deserves a lot of credit for UConn winning this game. Also, at the very end, what kind of surprised me, too, is that Shire didn't necessarily go to a big lineup. I thought maybe he was going to go a little bit bigger and try to, on the defensive side at the end, when they were going to inbound it, I thought he was going to make a couple of substitutions and put in, Ngangba. I don't remember him being out there, but I thought that they were going to go with a more defensive lineup there, and they didn't do that. Not saying that would have made a difference, but it probably could have. But wow, that was fun. And I can't wait to cover the Final Four. So, chat, here is the schedule as far as things go for the next two games, all right? So, the next games are going to be on Saturday. We got Illinois playing UConn at 6:09. And then we got Michigan playing Arizona at 8:49 p.m. Eastern Time. I just realized I don't think that we're going to be able to do it because we have a Sixers game that we have to do that night. So I don't think we'll be able to do the Final Four. I don't. What time is the Sixers game? I have to do the Sixers that night. I'm filling in for RB. Sixers play at 7 o'clock. Yeah, we can't do it. That's too bad. But anyhow, we will definitely post whatchamacallits. We'll post links. That could have actually been our last March Madness game. And if it is, I do want to say thank you all for tuning on in and following up with us for March Madness. I don't think we're going to be able to do the championship game on Monday. We'll see. We shall definitely see. But that was fun. That was great. And I really enjoyed every second of that. All right. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Laila Tov. I will catch you all in the next one. We got Illinois playing UConn at 6:09 on Saturday. And then after that, it'll be Michigan versus Arizona at 8:49 on Saturday. All right. Good night. Peace out. Thank you again for the 9,000 subs. You guys are the best. I'm very blessed. Good night.